The Golden State Warriors and Memphis Grizzlies rivalry, to me, is by far the best rivalry in the association. It's fascinating too because it kind of came out of nowhere in some ways. We kind of forget that 2 years ago, these two teams actually met when Memphis was on the way up, and Golden State had that 1 year where Curry was just Curry by himself. Clay was out for the year. Draymond injuries. Golden State made the play-in with Memphis. Memphis was the new kid on the block, and Memphis ended Golden State's season. Okay, and then last year, Golden State, of course, beat Memphis in the playoffs, second round of playoffs, in a 6-game set that actually was a lot closer than people give credit for, especially with the fact that John Morant missed half that series. And when you combine that with all the chatter that happened after the season last year, and the chatter this year, and then Memphis starting to become this all of a sudden kind of unlikable team, kind of like an old school Detroit Pistons kind of team. You know, Dylan Brooks doing his thing, and him and Draymond Green chatting out, him and Klay Thompson chatting it and all that, and talking shit and all that. There isn't really any great rivalries in the NBA right now currently. So I think this is why a lot of folks like myself are leaning into this Memphis Golden State thing. And you have recent competition, these two teams in the playoffs, one playing and last year in the playoffs, of course. Now, obviously, Memphis has a lot to prove. Golden State is the main team here. They're in the middle of a dynasty. Okay, I know they're having a rough year, bad road team. If they won two road games in a row this week. But there is a lot of to be said that Memphis has no ground to stand on to talk until they actually beat Golden State in a meaningful series. And in fact, other than the game last week, I think when they played, and granted, that game, if I'm not mistaken, that game was without Steph, although John didn't play a game either. This year, you could argue that Golden State is actually handed Memphis at lunch also, too, a couple times. So, but I think also, and I'm hoping to God that Golden State can somehow get that 5 seed. There's still time. No, actually not 5 seed, I'm sorry. Because Memphis is number 2 right now in the West, so that won't work out. I'm hoping to God that we can somehow get a Memphis Golden State series some point in the playoffs. So hopefully, if the Golden State holds on to that 6 seed, and maybe who knows, because with Paul George's injury, they may go to 5. But if they stay that 6 seed, Memphis is at 2, and let's say Golden State wins their first round series against Sacramento, hypothetically, Memphis wins their series against the 7th seed, whoever that may be, we get round 2 or round 3 rather, really round 2 because of the playoffs of Memphis and Golden State. But the bottom line is this: I think we are so thirsty for rivalries in the NBA, and we don't have any really. I mean, I guess to lesser extent, Dallas and Phoenix kind of started all of a sudden kind of had a little bit of a chirping thing going on. But to me, by far, Memphis and Golden State is the best rivalry in the league right now. And we'll see. Hopefully, we get something from these two teams in the postseason going forward. With both teams healthy, especially too, and John Morant being back in the lineup and all that. All right.